What's going on YouTube? This your boy Perfect Cell and I'm back with another video. And right about now, I'm finna get on the music tip. You know what I mean? Now, have y'all ever heard of a track that like you didn't really care for, but as soon as you heard like who's featured on the song and they verse, you were like, wow, this dude really saved this track. Well, like these 5 songs that I picked out are some of the prime examples of what I mean. Now, before I get into it, I'm not saying that these songs are bad songs. I don't like them. It's just that like what the artist does or how the production is made, like it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me. But when I hear the feature, like that goes all the way. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, I know this is one of K-Dot's tracks that catapulted him into the mainstream success, but damn, old boy sounded nervous as hell. Like he sounded like he was sweating in the booth. Now I will say this. He had some nice lyrics, alright? The beat was decent, but all of that goes straight out the window when you hear the way he talks. So for y'all that don't know, basically this is about Kendrick Lamar taking over the rap game because he's the next Michael Jordan. Hence the name of the song, Michael Jordan. But it's like the tone of the song doesn't match the tone of his voice. He sounds nervous. When you making a track like that, you're supposed to let your nuts hang, boy. You're supposed to grab your balls, you know what I mean? Like this boy sound nervous as I don't know what on this. But I will say this, like he did have a good subject matter and he did have decent lyrics. But like I said before, it don't mean nothing when his delivery is off. Now, but thank goodness Schoolboy Q, he came through and brought the track back to life. Cause what was K-Dot doing, man? Come on, man. I feel like he recorded this the first time and didn't go back and fix it. But yeah, I like Schoolboy Q's verse because unlike K-Dot, he actually like, hey, this is what it is. He's unapologetic about it. But yeah, were not for Schoolboy Q's verse, this would have been one of K-Dot's worst songs ever. Like if you're gonna talk about smashing my girl and you about to take over the rap game and stuff like that, like at least say it with your chest, nah I mean?
Say it with your chest!
Now, this song came out at a time where I was like kind of done with like the Weezy fanatics, and I was kind of like done with, well, I wouldn't say I was done with Lil Wayne, but I was like kind of like, off of the Lil Wayne is the greatest bandwagon. I mean, I still think he's the greatest, don't get me wrong, but nah, like after the Carter 3, I mean, some of the songs he made were hits and miss, like Right Above It, that was a great song. I'm trying to think of some other Weezy songs that he made after the Carter 3 that was pretty good. Oh, Rollin', I love that joint. But when they played like Knockout and they said that this song was fire, I was done. I was like, y'all need to get off of this dude's nuts, cause like some of the songs he make ain't even all that for real. And this song right here clearly proves what I'm talking about, because for one, the beat is terrible. What is this? What is that beat? All I hear is what is that? And his verse is terrible too. Talking about some, oh, I gotta put that patch over my third eye, Slick Rick. What? No. And there's another line that he says that makes me want to kill myself. And he says, oh, truck fit t-shirt, listening to Rebirth, I skate until my feet hurt, hot boy, free Turk. Like what? I thought you and Turk was beefing. Why you talking about free Turk? I thought y'all ain't like each other. Like that's like, for real, man. That's like if That's like if when the whole time when Gucci Mane was in jail, Jeezy was like, "Hey man, free Gucci." You don't even like the nigga. But now I will say this though. I love Big Sean's verses on my homie Still. And this is coming from someone who don't listen to Big Sean at all. I don't know, like I said, the beat is terrible, but for some reason, Big Sean made it sound good in my opinion. Especially his opening line. He said, "My girls in Carlsbad skirt off." I love that. But all I gotta say is this right here should have been Big Sean's track, and this goes without saying. So, if y'all watched my video on top 10 favorite R&B albums of all time, then this album right here is my all-time favorite R&B album. You know, I love Joe. Don't get me wrong, right? Now, I remember this song was probably like the most popular song of the album, and a lot of people said that was his best song on the album. And for y'all that said that was his best song on the album, y'all ain't really listened to this album. Because I can name about 5 songs better than that song. More and More, Ain't Nothing Like Me, Go Hard, If I Was Your Man. Oh, and my favorite song on the album, My Love. But this song right here, now don't get me wrong, Joe has a nice voice on this track and I love the chorus, but the subject matter is just off to me. Like, I don't know, like for one, I don't know what he's talking about. It just sounds like he's saying anything to get her back. He's talking about how the doctor says that he has like this amount of time to live, and it's like, what? And then he said, "Oh, I miss her. I need her back. I need her back. I need her back. I'm sorry, I messed up. I only got this many months, this many time to live." It's like, what am I even listening to? But luckily, Papoose, he came through and he made it better. And he was basically saying, "Hey man, if you want her back, stop doing the things that you do." And then he turned around and showed him how it's done by saying, Hey, I love this girl and all this other stuff, and I'm gonna do right by her. And if she doesn't, and shoot, if she's not convinced, then I move on. It is what it is, you know. Basically, Joe was basically being a punk, crying over her, and Papoose was like, "Hey man, let me show you how it's done." So let me be clear on one thing. I really don't like this track at all. I don't know what it is. Like, this track is just, it just puts me to, it's just annoying. And I only heard this track like 5 times in my entire life. And when I was trying to like go back to this track and listen to it for this here video, I had to force myself to listen to this, right? And you already know how I feel about Nicki Minaj, but her verse was actually not that bad. You know, like, she really killed it on that song. I'm not even gonna front. But what the hell was 6ix9ine doing? Like, he just sounds like he was about to fall asleep. Like, I don't know what was going on with that. Like, and a lot of people think that this is Nicki Minaj's song. That's how terrible 6ix9ine was on this track, man, because it's like, Now, I have a love and hate relationship with 808 and Heartbreak. And with this track, I love how deep and bone chilling this is. Shoot, I like how this album is. But I just cannot get through all of the whining that Kanye West be doing in all of his songs, bro. Now, there is one track that he has where he doesn't whine a whole lot, and that's 808s and Heartbreak. Now, when I heard this song when I was about 13 years old. When I had it for Christmas, I had that in Paper Trail. And then when I revisit the song several years later, I saw it on Gully Boy's top 7 worst Kanye West song. And I beg to differ. You know, it's just my opinion. I beg to differ. I think the song was pretty neat. And although Kanye West does that whiner that he always does, like Weezy, I love Weezy's verse. Now, the first couple of seconds where he does that, I don't like that. But after he finishes that part, like, man, he is going in. And he's basically telling this girl, like, hey, look, I'm tired of your shit. I am leaving. I'm out of here. Like, you can do that with somebody else if you want to, but I'm gone. I'm done. By the way, if y'all not familiar with See You in My Nightmares by now, it's a breakup song. But the way Lil Wayne just executed this, he executed it so good, man. Like, the way he set the tone, oh my goodness. I would definitely recommend somebody to listen to Lil Wayne's verse and See You in My Nightmares, because this, man, he goes in. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got for this here video. I can't wait to make another video. This is your boy Perfect Cell, and I'm Ghost. One love.
Sweet Mary J, Mary Kate, and Ashley, two twins rolled up. I think it was a